Hi, welcome. I'm Jeanette, the Northbound Coach, and today I'm continuing my video series on what to do if you are in job search mode, either because you are looking for a new job through having gone through a layoff or ended employment for whatever reason, or you might be currently employed, but just know that you are really wanting to make a transition or a pivot of some sort. And specifically, this video series is addressing what you can do during the month of December, which is the filming time of this series, when it feels like there's not a lot of productive things that can be done in the search because people and organizations are very distracted with holiday breaks and holiday parties, whatever they may be distracted with. But there's not a lot of job posting or interviewing going on. And so that often can feel so frustrating because, well, you want to make progress in the search, and it feels like a whole lot of downtime when you least need the downtime yourself if you're in search mode. So, what I am here to suggest is this can be a very productive month and you can make good progress. It's just not in the interviewing form. There are some really good things that you can do during this month to get you into a really good position come January when things will pick up again post holiday season. So we've been exploring this in previous videos, and if you haven't caught those videos, I'll give you a link so that you can go back and explore, because we have been taking this from a sequential process orientation. So I've suggested in the previous videos some steps to take, and today we're going to pick back up on the next step in the process. So if you recall, when we last left off, you had gone to the website called careeronestop.org, which, although it doesn't sound like it, it's actually a Department of Labor website. And on that website, on the homepage, are links to, or is a link to some free assessments, specifically 3 free assessments, one on work values, one on skills, one on interests. And what I had recommended in the previous video is please take those free assessments and then just notice, you could explore those results a little bit, but there wasn't a next step. The next step comes now, where from the assessment results that you received, I'd like you to select one, not all of them, just one of the recommended areas that could be a good fit for you to explore in much more depth. So don't get overwhelmed with a bunch of them. Just pick one of them. And then I want you to start exploring on the Career One Stop website itself, because that website links out to Department of Labor data and information, and it's quite comprehensive, and it's a wonderful place to start in this exploration. So pick one of the areas and then start to notice, what's the occupation area? What are some of the job titles and names, or title names associated with what you're interested in? Then explore what are the typical job descriptions? What are the duties, responsibilities, the background requirements for somebody coming into this? You can find information about educational requirements for this typical position or positions as you explore them. You can find out information about job outlook. For instance, is this an area that is expected to grow? More jobs coming in here? Less jobs? Is it neutral? You can get information about compensation ranges for this job as it occurs in different parts of the U.S. So there's so much information that you can explore there. And in the exploration, it might lead you to, oh, this wasn't quite on the list, but this one over here looks interesting. Do your exploration from that starting point. I'd recommend that you open some sort of a document, maybe a spreadsheet, something to keep track of what you're finding in this exploration, because you're going to want to go back and revisit it. Now, after you've reached the point of, okay, got enough information, or got the information that I think I can out of the Department of Labor website information, then comes additional research. So you might want to open up one of your favorite AI partners. So Gemini or ChatGPT, Perplexity, whatever it is that you might be using, and use that AI as a thought, well, maybe thought partner is overstating it. A brainstorming partner, somebody who uh, I've given it a personality, but a resource that can explore with you and turn back research information much faster than you can do that through kind of the old means of researching. So explore what questions might be on your mind about these particular opportunities. Explore what might be posted in real time in these areas. Like, what are you finding? What are some of the organizations that are posting more there? So, really go into that deep dive around one of the recommendations, not all of them, but use this as an opportunity to sort of prototype a process for gathering more information. And then you can determine for yourself, is this something that I want to explore further, this particular area of potential pivot or job searching, or is it something that there's some aspect of it that's a deal breaker for you? Maybe it requires educational requirements that you don't have and that you're not interested in seeking out. Maybe the job outlook is not heading in the right direction for you. Whatever it might be, knowing what you don't want to explore is just as useful as knowing what you do want to explore. So complete that process. If you want to do more, you could go back and pick another one off the list from your assessment results and follow a similar pattern. You might want to do that, if you have like a top 3 or so. But I don't want to overwhelm you. So you don't have to do that. Just do one of them. And then we'll return next week for further instruction around what we want to do with this information to move us forward in this month where, yeah, it can feel like there's not a lot going on, but it's a wonderful, wonderful month for hunkering down and doing some of that research and thought process for yourself and see where things go from here. If you would like a little bit of assistance with thinking through strategy a bit more, I'm happy to offer some one-on-one support for you in the form of a free, no strings attached 45-minute career strategy session. I'll include a link for scheduling that free session in this description box as well. All right, thanks for joining me this week. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.